Hello again. Let's talk about the usage of since and for. When I was teaching tenses, my academy students asked me that I should have a separate class about since and for. So I thought, why not with my YouTube viewers as well? So we'll talk about where to use since and for. So just understand one point, and then you won't have any problem using since and for. Since is used for, it is called point of time. It is used for specified time. And for is used for unspecified time. It is called period of time. Now let's suppose you use since with the names of the month. For example, you want to mention the month, since January, since February, since March, so then you'll have to use since. If you don't want to mention the month, and you just mention the number of the months, so you say for 1 month, for 2 months. So when you don't want to mention the month name, so you'll have to use for. And then since is used with exact hour. For example, it's 2 o'clock, okay, like 3 o'clock. So with exact hour you will have to use since. For example, I have been teaching since 2 o'clock, since 2 o'clock, because the hour is specified here. And if you don't want to specify the hour and you just want to mention the period or duration, so you will have to use for. For example, I have been teaching for 2 hours. Why I'm using for? Because I'm not mentioning the hour. The hour is unspecified, so therefore I used for 2 hours, okay. And since is also used for specified year. For example, I have been teaching since 2020 or since 2021. When I want to mention the exact year, so then I'll have to use since. But if I don't want to mention the year, unspecified year, for example, I have been teaching for 2 years, for 3 years, use for when you don't want to show the specific or the specified year, and use since when you want to mention the year, okay. And with the since is also used with the times of the day, since morning, since evening, with all of the times of the day. For example, morning, evening, afternoon, or for all of them you'll have to use since. And as I talked about since and for usage, so remember one thing: when you use the word last, whenever you use the word last, so it becomes a specified time, like since last night and since last week. When you use the word last, so it becomes specified, and you will have to use since for that. So just a summary of the class: since is used for specified time when you want to mention the month name, so you have to use since. You don't want to mention the month name, you want to mention the number, so for 1 month, for 2 months. You want to mention the year, the exact year, so use since 2020, since 2021. You don't want to mention that year, you just want to mention the number, so since for 2 years, for 1 year, and that. And for exact hour, since 2 o'clock, you don't want to mention the month, so for 2 hours, okay. So again, the summary is: since is used for specific, and for is used for unspecific or unknown time. So this class or this board will be very helpful. You just see where I have used since and where I have used for. Thanks a lot.